Hey, everybody that's in the building. Guys, tonight is Champions League. Unfortunately, Liverpool is not involved, but we have two historical sides, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid. It should go down as a classic. Champions League semifinals. This is going to be a good one. We can just sit back. We talked about it on Sunday. There's something that's nice about just enjoying football and not being stressed. When we watch Liverpool, it's all emotional. And tonight, I'm going to be running a poll to see whether you guys would rather Bayern or Real Madrid go through. But yeah, we can just enjoy the football and hope for, as neutrals, hope for an end-to-end game. And I'm expecting a top game today because both teams look attacking. We're going to go through the starting 11s. The game kicks off in 8 minutes exactly. But as you can see, I've pulled up the starting 11. Both teams for you guys. Yo, Jeff Bloomberg is in the building. Guys, nice to see you. Kane versus Bellingham. I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be good. That's going to be really good. And yeah, FootMob. Finja says this should be good. Oh, it's going to be so good. Leo, watching from South Africa, you have to come soon, bro. Bro, I would love to come to South Africa. Trust me, that's on my list. It is absolutely on my list. But yeah, guys, let's go through the starting teams. I'm really happy because it didn't initially look like Musiala was going to be fit for this one. And in the end, he ended up being fit enough to start, which I'm hyped about because he's one of those young talents that you want to see. He's a special wonder kid. I think he's a generational talent. I really do think Jamal Musiala is very, very special. But yeah, as you can see from the Bayern team, they're playing a 4-2-3-1. And Leimer, to the defensive mid alongside Goretzka, wasn't sure about starting tonight, and in the end he did start. And then as you can see, Eric Dyer too is starting, which you wouldn't expect on a Champions League semi-final night, but fair play to him. He moved to Bayern, and clearly he's important enough to start in such a big game, so fair play to Eric Dyer. I think that was probably the most shocking move this summer, but fair play to him, you know what I mean? He has that mentality. But guys, you look at that Bayern attack. You talk about a 4-2-3-1. They have Leroy Sané, Thomas Müller, who is as underrated as they come. He just delivers on the big stage. You have Musiala and Harry Kane. And then you look at that Real Madrid team and you talk about talent. You have Rodrigo, you have Valverde, Tchouameni, Kroos, Jude Bellingham. I'm hyped about seeing Jude Bellingham on the highest stage again. And then Vinicius Jr. So guys, I'm going to start a poll right now to see who you guys are supporting tonight, because yeah, I honestly am totally neutral for this. I gotta be honest, I'm totally neutral, but I'm curious to see. There we go. I just started the poll. Yo, Go 12 is in the building. Nice to see you. Yo, I am a pen merchant. What's good? Guys, how was everyone's day? Let's start off that way, actually. How was everyone's day? Big Trent Fan 99 says, Leo, I broke my toe. I was playing football. It really hurt. How are you feeling now, though? Did you actually break your toe? You injured your toe? Because there's a big difference. Jeez. Hamza, Leo, I was sick. I just got done with my science test, so now I can watch. Let's go, Gabe Welsh. Let's go. Guys, tonight we're about to enjoy, I think, a classic, an absolute classic Champions League night, and I can't wait to watch it with you guys. Sebster's in the building. You lost 3-1 in your match? When was your match? Fast Giraffe, and here in Lille it wasn't such great weather. To be honest, it was very rainy today, but I still walked 14K today. So I did 14 kilometers walking in the park. But yeah, it was kind of like rainy and cloudy, nothing great. But warm, to be fair. It was warm. Yo, Swedish LFC supporter. Wow, you had pizza tonight, guys. Please don't talk too much about food tonight. I just ask of you guys, please don't talk too much about food because I haven't eaten dinner yet. So I am going to be hungry. You're going to be seeing a hungry Leo probably. So please do not talk about food. That's all I'm asking for you guys, okay? Because we're going to be watching a classic Champions League night. And Grizz, Hazel, shout out to you. I hope your tooth is doing okay. What the heck? Nothing better than playing FIFA when it's raining, watching Leo. Oh, Asai. It's also raining here in Lille and it's so cozy. I agree. There's something about rain when you're indoors in your cozy home. There's no feeling like it. You just, oh, I love it so much. DF Fusion, thank you for your kind message. No, LFC, don't start sending in those. Guys, I did actually peel carrots. So I have carrots. I can always bring out carrots that I peeled and prep for the stream today that I'm going to be eating. So be careful with what you're spamming, okay? Because I'm going to be eating carrots. And I got a pack of chips too because this is not Liverpool, so the emotions aren't as high. So we're just having a good time on the stream today. I got some tortilla chips, chili. So they're a bit spicy. So this might end up being my dinner with some carrots. Literally. Let me check, by the way. Okay, guys, 171 of you have voted so far, and 60% are for Real Madrid. Wow, okay. TG17, honestly, I don't really have... I think I just loved Messi over the years so much that I was more of a Barca supporter, but now I don't know anymore. I think I was more of a Messi fan than anything. When does the game start? Literally in 2 minutes. Literally in 2 minutes. Wait, actually, let me pause this. Ibrahim, what do you mean you had a ligament injury? Yo, Dane is in the building. How are you doing? You gotta tell us the latest update. Cause this means that you're not in boarding school right now, right? Hamza, I know very little about Somalia, so if you can tell me a bit about Somalia, please tell me because I am not informed. Yo, Salah Edits is in the building. Leo, do you like trains? I freaking love trains. The trains are one of my passions, actually. Whenever I can get on a train, I get on a train. And I take very few planes because I love the feeling of being on a train, reading on a train, writing on a train, working on a train, anything on a train. I freaking love. So, yeah, I'm a big train lover. 2-1. Guys, the game is kicking off in just a minute. Let me put the... Oh, I'm hyped right now. This is going to be a good game, you guys. And like I said, there's going to be no stress, which is nice. I just won a game and now I'm on top of the league with a goal scored. Let's go, Kel. When did you start supporting Liverpool? Oh, sleep on a train. Go 12. To be fair, I'm so hyped up on a train. This shows you how much I love trains that I've never slept on a train because my mind is in such a good place when I'm on trains because genuinely I love the feeling of being on a train that I'm either, like I said, writing, reading, working, editing videos, or just looking at the view from the side and listening to music. So I literally can't remember sleeping on a train because I just get I think I have too much energy, literally. And Will, if you're in the building, you can vouch for me as to how excited I get about trains. Wow, guys, I'm excited for this Champions League night. The stars are here. Jude Bellingham. Guys. I'm about to start the timer. I'm going to remove the lineup because the game is about to kick off, you guys. Actually, unless, would you guys rather, I can keep the lineup and just put it a little bit smaller because some of you might be joining a little bit later, so you might want to see the lineup. And Bayern is going to get this game started. Yes, guys. Let me check up on the results, by the way, because 285 of you have voted so far. Yo, Trent Boys in the building. Nice to see you. Yeah, Hamza, please type it again. Sorry, I was just posting a Joe Gomez short that I had prepared. I was just posting that. Bayern had a chance very close. Not yet. No chance yet. Football edits. There's a good chance I end up eating on the stream at some point just because you guys are sending the carrots. And you know how much I love carrots. I already had carrots for lunch, so I gotta slow down. How much do I rate Musiala? Musiala is oh my lord! You were right! Bayern already had a big chance. And it was Leroy Sané. Guys, I know Bayern Munich haven't had the best season in the Bundesliga. But on a Champions League night at home, they can turn it on. And they can do special things. But yeah, Musiala I think is an incredible talent. I think I said it already. I think he's generational. And I think because of the season Leverkusen have had, everyone is saying, oh, look at Wirtz, look at Wirtz, look at Wirtz. And maybe he's had a better season, but who do I think is the better talent? Maybe Musiala. Although I think that's a poll we should be running later, guys. Who you guys would pick between Musiala and Wirtz? If you could bring one of the two to your club, who would you pick? I think that's a good question. Because if you pick it off of just the form this season, you might have to go with Wirtz because he's been unbelievable for Alonso for Leverkusen. But Musiala is insane too. You know what I mean? Football Edit says, I don't know why, but You'll Never Walk Alone. You can always send You'll Never Walk Alone. Trust. Always. This is at the Allianz Arena. Yes, I'd bring Wirtz. Yo, Reflex Expert, nice to see you in the building. Yeah, off of this season, you'd have to say Wirtz. But overall, I think you'd have to go for Musiala. But that's a poll I want to run in a little bit to hear your guys' thoughts. Because I think it's a good question. Yeah, Bayern. We got a Bayern fan in the building who says, my club already has Musiala. You're very lucky. Because he is a very, very special talent. That's how I feel about Trent Alexander-Arnold at Liverpool Football Club. We need to do everything we can to keep him because, yeah, he's a very, very special talent. No doubt about it. Yo, Danny Boy's in the building. Nice to see you. Tottenham Hotspur Boy 2. Kel says, do you have any other jobs instead of a YouTuber? Yes, Kel. I do. In the summer, I work at a hotel doing reception bar. And then I do other freelance gigs. So kind of things here and there. And then I also run an Instagram called Liverpool Goals. So it's a bit of a lot of different things going on at the same time, but I love it because, you know, I used to have, when I was much younger, like 18, I'm saying, and now I'm 24, by the way, I had like a regular office job and I realized that it really wasn't for me. I think for some people it works, but for me, I just didn't feel alive. I didn't feel excited. And so I was like, damn, I got to find another way. And that's why I decided to really push even further on Instagram, push even further on YouTube, and then be able to have the freedom to do freelance gigs here and there, but still have something that's more steady, you know? And yeah. Daily Dose of Football, thank you for your kind message. You'll never walk alone. Swedish LFC Supporter says, Sunday, I had a game away. The game ended 1-1. I'm a defender. I played midfielder, but more defensive. Swedish LFC Supporter, that's really good for your development to be doing a whole lot of different things. Reflex Expert says, what's your goal in life? I love that question from Reflex Expert. It's something I think about all the time, and I want to hear you guys in the chat. What's your goal in life? Let me know what your goal in life is. For me, it's tough because I got to be honest, when I started making content around Liverpool, for me, it was more like I had this passion and I just felt like naturally I wanted to put something out there and I didn't really have a goal. I was just like enjoying it day to day and I wasn't thinking further than that. But I think now the more I think about the why I'm doing all of this and what would mean the most in doing this job, I realized the most wouldn't mean hitting 1 million subscribers, hitting 2 million subscribers, getting X amount of views, because those things fluctuate. And in the end, they don't mean the most, I don't think, because you're always searching for that next thing. I think my biggest goal is to be able to find a way to use the power of football, and that's why I've always loved football since I was little, to 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 make an impact on your community, on the world, whatever it may be, whatever small impact, small or large, to be able to use the power of that football. This is the highest level, right? Champions League football. But I genuinely think that no matter whether it's two kids that are playing, like I walked in the park today and there were three kids that were just playing football and they were so present in what they were doing. And I was like, wow, that just brings me back. Not back. I mean, I'm playing on Thursday again. Like, I just freaking love football because it's such a simple game, and yet it brings so many different people of different classes, different cultures together. And I think there's very few things in the world. I genuinely think outside of sport, there's maybe music that does this. And outside of that, not many things do that. So I think my goal is to be able to keep on improving, creating content, and doing what I love day to day. But in the bigger scheme of things, when you ask about dream or goal, I think it's how can you impact your community? How can you impact the world in a positive way through football? I know it's very general, but I think that's more important than any number, than any like milestone, because milestones, like, I was lucky enough to hit 1 million followers on Instagram with Liverpool goals. And I did that not by myself, by the way. Shout out to Advade, Steven, Lazar, Will, everyone that was involved. But, I started it like 10 years ago. And I can tell you that the moment it hit 1 million 1 million followers was not a crazy moment. It was more like, okay, that feels kind of good because it was a dream. But then like after that, oh, Leroy Sané. Oh, he shoots, but it goes over. But like I was saying, it didn't hit the way that I think. And that's because when you have milestones like that, there's just going to be the next one. When you hit 1 million or 10 or 100 or 1,000, it doesn't matter what the number is. Every number feels big in that moment in time. You're always going to be searching for the next one. So I don't think a number is ever going to be enough. And because it's never going to be enough, I think you have to set your sights on just trying to help others. And I think with this channel, my goal has been to try to just spread positivity because I just think there's so much negativity around football content creation. And I was like, I would have loved as a young person to see someone that's just, and when I say young, I mean like young teenage years, just like someone that's just positive because it can have an impact on your day. And that's kind of the energy I try to bring out every single day. And listen, like Reflex Expert, I think our goals can change all the time. You know what I mean? But it's something I do think about all the time. When I'm on those long walks in the park, trust me, I'm thinking about that all the time. All the time. But I think it can change. You know what I mean? But I do think that trying to help others and trying to treat others well, I think is the most important thing. Because like I said, personal milestones, you're always going to search for the next high. So if you think that way, I don't think anything is ever going to be good enough. And the more I take time to reflect. Oh my God, Harry Kane! Oh my God, Harry Kane just tried an effort from distance. Imagine you had pulled that off in a Champions League semi-final. Big up to Harry Kane for trying that. Holy crap. Yo, Dan Malloy's in the building. Yeah, Reflex Expert. But you were sending a beautiful question in, and you've been there since day one, so big up to you. Saki Master, I'm doing well, how are you? But seriously, I'm not trying to be wise or anything like that. It's just like I've seen people hit big milestones, and I genuinely think that if you think that way, then life is never going to be good enough, and it's always going to be what's the next thing. And I think that's such a dangerous way to think, because then nothing's ever going to be good enough, and I have to say, like, since I've been in Lille, and shout out to my boy Thomas, who's also in Lille, because it's a beautiful, beautiful city. I've spent so much time journaling and reflecting on one simple question. And if you guys ever get the time to do this, please do, because I think it's so powerful to just think about how much do I need? How much do I need? And that can be material, it can be relationship, it can be a whole host of things, but you can write what you want about how much do I need. I realize, and I think all of us realize, if we really hone in on that question, that we don't need much. We don't need much. We need a few friends that we really care about, that are really there for us during the tough times. We need, like, for example, I love bread. I love to toast bread. I need a toaster. I gotta be honest. It's a material thing. Do I need to change toasters every 5 years? No. I just need one working toaster, and I can keep that for many, many years. That's one example. But what I mean to say is, like, I just realized I don't need that much, and I don't think any of us need that much in the world. I think we're very simplistic beings, and therefore, once that becomes clear to you, it changes, I think, your point of view on many things, and I gotta say, that's like I think it's a really great thing to journal about, because I think it shifts your whole mentality. It shifts your whole mentality. But guys, I'm sorry to have gone really into that mode. I think it's just like, I want you guys to be aware of what I've been thinking about the past month. That's been really on my mind. Yo, Dan Malloy, Ash 100. Thank you, bro. I really appreciate your message. Yeah. Toma, I agree with this too, who says, yeah, but if you're successful, you have more power to do good. So it's good to have drive for more as long as you're generous. Generous. Yeah. No, Toma, I agree. But I also think the top priority has to be there for those around you. So family, and definitely, Toma, you seem like one of those people. We don't know each other that well so far, but you seem like you value family and friends above all else. And I think that's how we have to think. And it's hard, because I feel like the culture that we live in today, so much is about like resilience, not making excuses, like being the best at what you do, all these things, which I think is good, but at the same time, it's so easy to lose yourself in all of that. And this morning, actually, or last night, I was listening to a podcast, The Diary of a CEO, with Mo, with his guest called Mo, and he was talking about how he was like really high up at Google. He was, I forget what role, but really executive level, and he quit. And just the more time basically went on in his life, he even lost his son. The more time he realized setting boundaries on a whole lot of things is one of the most important things that you can do in the world. Because if you're ambitious and if you want to achieve a lot of goals, you can always say, I'm going to do this, push myself to the max, do the next thing, next thing, next thing. But if you don't take a step back and say, look, this is what my limit is, you'll never have a limit in some ways. And that can be really dangerous. Leo, what's your score prediction? Yours is 2-2 now. For today, I'm going for 2-2 too. CSLN, is Kelleher leaving? I saw people typing in the chat. I haven't seen anything reliable about Kelleher leaving. No, I haven't. Yeah, Ash 100. I'm sorry. I'm gonna focus on the football again. But honestly, nothing crazy has happened in the past. It's been 13 minutes into the game. Nothing crazy so far. Ronnie Prime, you're an absolute legend of the channel too, because you're always part of the live. So big up to you. I really appreciate you. No way, Soul Sniper, says Leo. I just came back from making chocolate strawberry, but now I'm here. Wait, you mean chocolate covered strawberries? Don't even say that. Soul Sniper, that's one of my favorite desserts. Dark chocolate covered strawberries. Leo, it's Dane. Is there a boarding school in France? Yeah, of course there's boarding schools in France. Yeah, Bayern are dominating so far. Has Salah apologized to Klopp, King W? Trust me, he has. I truly believe that. I definitely believe that they're both legends. They're both so experienced, so mature, that 100% behind the scenes they hugged, and they were like They made up. I'm not. I'm seriously like in the moment. You guys saw me emotionally. I back Klopp because I still think Salah didn't do the right thing and trying to confront him publicly. But now that the emotion has died down, I know both of their characters. We know both of their characters because we've seen them for years and years and years. They're both elite at what they do, and I'm talking about mentality first. I think they're elite in terms of their mentality first. So 100% they would have made up. So I'm not worried about the situation whatsoever. And you guys saw how happy I was about Salah leaving. And that's because I've seen enough years of Salah to know what his mentality is all about. And I will back him every day of the week. Chocolate covered carrots. I don't know about that, bro. I don't know about that. That's taking it too far. But if you talk about plain carrots, I might just eat some carrots on stream today because I freaking love carrots. Are there arcades in France? Of course there are, Jordy. Of course there are. In France, you got everything you could need. That's why I'm not a patriotic person, but because in my childhood I moved around a lot, so I didn't feel like more affinity to one city or country more than another. But I gotta say, the more time I spend in France, the more I think it's one of the best places to live in. I gotta be honest. Sab says, have you heard anything about Virgil and Trent Alexander staying or leaving? I'm really confident that both Virgil and Trent are staying. And the reason I say that is one, Virgil is our captain, and Arne Slot, the new manager that's coming in, is Dutch. So I think he's going to like the fact that he's Dutch. And he's the captain, so he holds a lot of responsibility. So I think he's going to sign an extension. Trent is a scouser. He's a boyhood Red. His dream, he said, is to be Liverpool captain one day. I think he's going to achieve that. So he's got to stay at the club. So I think both Trent and Virgil will stay. The only one, you guys heard me on stream the other day. I thought that Salah was more likely to leave than stay. Clearly, that's changed now. We've seen the reports. So the only one I thought would potentially leave was Salah. And now the reports are saying that he's probably staying. So, well, that he is staying. So I'm happy about that, to be honest. Do France have a what's GAA on the pitch? Gaelic football in France? Kevin, you mean like a sort of rugby, right? Heroic says, are there people in France? Nah. We have lots of animals, but we don't really have people. It's more like animal based country. Reflex Expert says, who would be your ideal right winger if Mo leaves next summer? It's really hard to say. It's hard to say, especially because we don't know how we're going to set up under Slot. And the way it's looking, it's going to be a 4-2-3-1 formation. And if it's a 4-2-3-1 formation, it's less of a right winger. It's more of a right attacking cam, right attacking midfielder. And if it's a right attacking midfielder, then it's a whole different way of seeing things. So it's way too early to judge. And again, that's why I think it's such good news that Salah is staying, because things are going to drastically change under Arne Slot. They will, and rightly so. But for that transition, we need leaders like Salah to still be around so that we can be ready for the transition of signing a new right attacking player and seeing the new formation, seeing how we play, seeing how we set up, seeing our mentality. It's going to give us more time to find that replacement. And I think that's why Michael Edwards wants Salah to stay. And he's going to do everything to make him sign at least a 1 year extension. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I think it's really good news. And like I said, I don't think I can say who that player is just yet. But Salah staying means we have more time to scout and find that perfect replacement. You know what I mean? No, I'm not. Well, I lived 11 years in the US, more Elias, but I'm half French, half Icelandic. So I don't have the US nationality. Well, Reflex Expert, it all depends on who we sign, who we let go in the summer. But again, 4-2-3-1, you have to think about Fabio Carvalho coming back from loan. I think he could definitely play a role. So there's a lot of things that will change. And I'm excited for that. I think it's exciting to think about change. You know what I mean? It's something to look forward to in the future. Who do you think will win the Euros? My prediction is my country, Germany, says unknown Poussin. I'm gonna say France because I'm French, so I'm going for France. I gotta be biased. Ash 100, merci beaucoup pour ton message. Jordy Davis, yeah, I mean, honestly, the Olympics being hosted in France is like a very complicated thing because there's so many aspects to it. I'm definitely not like trying to go to it, but I guess it's good for the country. I mean, if everyone's trying to host, it means that it's good for the country in some ways. You know what I mean? So Yusuf says, Leo, who are you supporting? Truly, I'm neutral, and I think from the building, from the results I'm seeing from the poll, I think we're pretty neutral too, because I we put out a poll and 735 of you have voted so far. 46% are supporting Bayern, 54% are supporting Real Madrid. I think I just want a great game with goals. That's it. Because I'm not leaning towards one side more than another, to be honest. Football Zone, I haven't seen Somerville, the attacker from Leeds, but everything I've heard from people that have watched him, he's a top player. Somerville, and he's Dutch, by the way. He's Dutch, and you know Arne our new manager, is Dutch too, so maybe that could help as well. But he's only 22 years old, born in 2001. And like I said, from everything I've heard from people who have actually watched him, I'm not going to judge him because I don't watch Leeds week in, week out. I just know he scored at Anfield and it freaking hurt. So he can do it on the biggest stage. But yeah, I would definitely would be open to us signing him because you look at his championship stats this season. He's played 42 games, 19 goals and 9 assists. 28 goals and assists, I'm all for it. And especially if Michael Edwards wants him, I'm in. That's all I gotta say. Oh, Soul Sniper says, Leo, come to Trinidad for the best chocolate strawberries. I'm there, Soul Sniper. I'm there in a heartbeat. Yusuf says, do you think Toni Kroos is a world-class player? Of course. Are you kidding? The things he's achieved for Real Madrid, insane. Yo, Tomislav is in the building. Nice to see you. Dane says, would you rather have Harry Kane or Lewandowski? Definitely Harry Kane. I think in a false 9 role, he could be unbelievable for us. Rodrigo is scoring, says Sami. Let's see. Let's see. Go12 says, bro, Somerville is a great winger, no doubt. I've seen some of his highlights, and that goal versus Watford was a banger. Oh! Vinicius makes it 1-0 for Real Madrid. Guys, that definitely came against the run of play right there. That's a big goal for Real Madrid because we were talking about how Bayern were dominating, and this is what I mean. This is why I think Real Madrid's going to win the Champions League. They always find a way to win. And it freaking hurts as a Liverpool fan because they've hurt us on many occasions. Look at that ball through from Toni Kroos. We were talking about how world-class he is. Look at that ball through from Toni Kroos. We were just talking about him, you guys. And that finish from Vinicius. One of the best attackers in world football. Guys, imagine next season. I think it's going to happen. It's bound to happen. Imagine we see Vinicius, Mbappe, Rodrigo. That would be freaking insane. Look at Vinicius. I got to say, I love Vinny. And as much as it hurts to say that, because I was at that game at Anfield when Real Madrid absolutely hammered us. They scored 5 goals at Anfield. I can't remember the last time a team scored 5 goals at Anfield. And the player to turn that tie around, we were 2-0 up, was Vinicius. He scored a goal out of nowhere. And yeah, no, I think Vinicius is so good. Especially you look at his stats in the biggest games, he steps up. He steps up. And the reason I love Vinicius too is just how emotional of a player he is. And how much he stands up against hate and just like the how brave you see him being outside of the pitch. I just love that so much. So Vinicius is a player I will forever back, no matter how much he hurts my own team, Liverpool. Like I said, he's hurt Liverpool many times, but I think he's absolute class, and I respect him a lot. I respect him a whole lot. Because, like I said, he's been so brave off the pitch, and you can't doubt his ability on the pitch. So he's doing it both on and off the pitch, which is an incredibly hard thing to do. I can't imagine having that type of pressure, being the main man for Real Madrid, and doing the things he's doing. So, nah, he's next level. You guys see that he's on the thumbnail for today too. He had to be on the thumbnail. Who do you think is the best Premier League midfielder ever? Stevie G. I have to say Stevie G. Of course I'm going to be biased. Of course I'm going to be biased, but I think there's never been a midfielder that could do everything like Stevie could. So I have to say Stevie. I have to. No way. Liv God says I met King Kenny in the bathroom in that game. So you were there too at Anfield? Bro, that game I'm going to forever remember because that the best atmosphere I've ever seen at Anfield was against Real Madrid in the Champions League when we went 2-0 up. Remember Darwin Núñez scored that unbelievable goal? I was sure that we were going to complete a comeback. And then just like that, like I said, Vinicius was the difference that day. And that's when I was like, wow, Vinicius is some player. Because everything was against the run of play. And he just scored a wonder goal out of nowhere. And it turned the whole tie around. Liverpool supporter says, start Kaká. Start bench sell Kaká, Luka Modric, KDB. Bro, that's too hard. That's too hard. Start bench sell Kaká, Modric, KDB. I think I'd have to start Modric though. I have to start Modric, Luka Modric, and then I would bench Kevin De Bruyne, and I would sell Kaká. That's so hard to say, but I say that because of the injuries Kaká picked up. Have to say it because of that reason. King W says, who's the best Liverpool player this season? I have to go for Virgil van Dijk. He's been the most consistent. He's our player of the season. Damn, guys, this is crazy because Bayern truly have been the more dominant side, but look at the way Real Madrid are just so lethal with their chances, and they just rise on the biggest stage. I literally sent someone was asking me earlier who I think will win the Champions League, and it has to be Real Madrid. They're just different gravy in this competition. Dear Amuid Kush, I'm sorry to hear that you went to your uncle's funeral. Bro, I'm really sorry to hear that, and I hope you're doing okay. How are you holding up? I thought your picture was of Klopp, but it's you with sunglasses, no? Bye, Hopsy Edits. Samuel, tell me what club you support and I can try to cheer you up. Tell me what club you support. Forever Night says Leo. For me, it's Maka. I don't know. I think Maka's been unreal, and I love the way he stepped up for us in the 6th role. But I think Virgil has been more consistent throughout the whole season. But yeah, Maka, I think, has probably been our second best if you had to pick a second best. Musiala in the box. Plays it back to Goretzka. Oh my god. Dylan LFC Goats, where did you see Hamilton? Are you kidding? Of course I've heard of it because I lived in New York, for a number of years. And Hamilton was one of those musicals where it was impossible to see it because there was like a 2-year wait. So where did you see it? Because in New York, I know there's a crazy wait for it. Dear Mid, I'm sorry to hear that. Are you a Liverpool supporter, dear mid? Guys, I don't know what to take seriously anymore because Bashur just says my parents died today. Guys, come on. How am I supposed to know? Tomislav says this will be thrilling. Kella has stepped up for us. Yeah, Danny Boy, I think he deserves to be our like underrated player of our season or hero of the season. There should be that. Yeah, Soul Sniper, when you take away everything from his personal life cuz you know what's been up against Michael Jackson, purely the music, Michael Jackson is one of the greatest of all time. Absolute goat. Barbados. Oh, guys, I freaking love Barbados. Folks77 says, Leo, can you pick a five-a-side Liverpool team? Hey, Leo, Taylor Swift or Eminem? I have to go for Eminem. Are you kidding? I was just listening to. Wait, let me tell you the song I was just listening to literally like an hour ago, and I hadn't listened to it in so long, and it hit because I was like, wow, that song I was listening to when I was a teenager, and I loved it so much. It's called When I'm Gone by Eminem from the album Curtain Call. Iceland? Wait, who's mentioning Iceland there in the building? Who's mentioning? Jude Bellingham is scoring, says Mangat. Let's see. Oh, Reflex Expert says my favorite food is South African, but bro, I gotta try that. I've never had that before. But my favorite food has to be. It's impossible to say, honestly. Yo, Dilly Aura's in the building. Nice to see you. How are you doing? How was your day? But favorite food, it's so hard because, like, I think my favorite food would have to be what my dad cooked growing up. And that's one of the reasons I'm hyped about being a dad in the future. I think I'm just so excited to make something for my kids because I do think there's nothing quite like what your parents make for you. I think it's an emotional thing in some ways. And my dad used to, I mean, he still does. Why am I saying used to? Every Sunday, he makes like a chicken, like a rotisserie type chicken from the market with lots of the seasonal vegetables. And he's an incredible cook. And that I think is the meal that hits the most for me because it's what I grew up on. And I'm just so thankful that he cared so much about food. Um, but outside of like family and tradition, Indian food is what I love the most. And I'm actually going to the UK this weekend for the Liverpool game, which I'm so hyped about. And I'll be creating content for you guys. But I'm going to be passing by London, and there's a place in London that has Pakistani Indian food. That's the best I've ever had. The curry's there, and I'm just hyped literally to go to London for just the curry. And I might have to take like a 1 hour. I might have to try a 1 hour. Sorry, I last time I walked 2 hours to go to this Pakistani restaurant, but boy was it worth it. The curry there, I'm gonna pull up a picture for you guys because you gotta see. The curry like hit different. It was so good. So I think, yeah, outside of family and tradition, I think Indian Pakistani food has to hit most. Pakistani food. No way. RPG says I live in Pakistan, so you must have had even better. But no, in London, I think the best food I've had in Europe was in London because I think you just have so many different cultures in one place, like a melting pot, that you have the best food. Oh, Swedish LFC supporter says parents' food and grandma's food is the best to eat. I totally agree. You must try. Guys, you guys are making me want to go to South Africa so bad. Yo, guys, don't do this to me right now. I gotta show you though the meal I had in. Because that's literally, aside from the Liverpool game, obviously, which is such a hype thing, I'm so excited to go back to this Pakistani place because I remember I walked 2 hours, so I was starving when I got there. And it's nothing fancy, like super casual, but I had been sent by people who I really trust for food that this was like the place to go to. Oh my god, look at that curry. I'm gonna pull it up for you guys so you can see. Yo, TSF in the building, nice to see you. Leo, Leo, what did you eat? I haven't eaten tonight, so please don't talk. What I was about to say, don't talk about food, but I literally am talking about food. I'm such a hypocrite right now. My mom's gravy, unbeatable. That's what I mean, Danny boy. The food you grow up on with your family, I think nobody can ever deny that from you. So I don't think there's better or worse. I think that has to be the top tier. And then you can talk about different cuisines. And like I said, for me, curry, Pakistani Indian curry is what hits the most for me. And I gotta show you guys this place. Oh my god. Reflex expert even says curry is goaded. Guys, sorry, I'm bringing away the the lineups because I'm getting increasingly hungry right now, and I have to show you guys this picture. Did I send it to the computer? Where is it? Oh yeah, here it is. Oh no, it's not letting me. Hold on. Okay, guys. Why is it not letting me? Okay, guys. Look, this is the curry being prepped right there. And then this freaking curry. I'm literally like my number one. I know London has a lot of sights to see, but I'm literally most excited for the curry. I know it might seem kind of crazy, but that's how much I freaking love curry. There we are. You guys can see I saw these three big pots. No, this direction. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to get it. Okay, guys, I saw these three big pots and they were like, "What do you want?" I was like, "Just bring me whatever you're making over there because it seems fantastic," and that's what happened. Guys, have a look at that. I'm sorry for anyone that hasn't eaten like me. I'm surprisingly still not hungry, but have a look at that freaking curry. That's beautiful. They bring it out in the actual like pan too, so you're just like, and then you have your naan bread and you're just like dipping it in there. That's different. That hits different. God. Bro, come to Pakistan. You'll find even tastier food. Don't even, gamer. Don't do that to me right now. Is that going to be a foul for Bayern? Yeah, big foul for Bayern right now. Big. They have a really great opportunity. Clockwise Footy says, Leo, the pots are called karahi or matka in Pakistan. Well, whatever you're doing it right. That's all I gotta say. Asai Mocha says, bro, I'm getting hungry right now. So am I. Yeah, Dylan LC goes, it's up there. Yeah, it's up there, trust, with some of the best meals I've ever had in my life. And that's why my dream is to visit India one day and link up with my bro Advait, because this food is special. Freaking special. And they were even laughing because you guys know when I had that curry, you can see that it's spicy. Can't you guys see that it's spicy? When I had this curry, I was like all red in the face. And they were all laughing because they were like, oh, look at this white boy who's just like coming in for... I was alone, by the way. I just walked 2 hours alone because food is like my other passion outside of Liverpool and football. And they were like, look at this white boy who's all red and like crying. I had like tears. And I was like, one of the guys came up and I was like, this is freaking worth it. I'll cry and be as red as needed because this freaking tastes incredible. Delior says, I'm about to cook because of Leo. ... Hungry. Yep. That's gonna be me soon. That's why I have this pack ready. It's gonna be nothing like that curry I had, but that's why I'm ready in case I ever get starving. And surprisingly enough, I'm not hungry right now, but it'll come. Evan and Finn Short says, I've been to India and the food is so good. Oh, wait, but Delior, what were you asking me to rank before? Can you send that again? Because I'll try to rank it. Soul Sniper says, Leo, I live in India, but I'm in Trinidad for holiday. Enjoy, but the curry in India is insane. You should come to India, bro. I would love to see. Trust me, it's on my list. It's my dream. The only thing with India, it's such a big trip that if I come, I want to stay at least like 3 weeks or something. Oh my god! I thought Harry Kane scored from that free kick. That was so close. Oh my lord, that was inches off. Inches. Look at that free kick from Harry Kane. Oh my lord, what a player. He was so close to scoring. Rangers Review says, I've already eaten, but I'm getting hungry again. Aodan says, Leo, I'm Irish. If you haven't tried Spice Bag, look it up. Okay, I'm going to look up Spice Bag because my dream is actually also to go to Ireland. That's another one on my list, and I was supposed to go, but then Liverpool didn't make the freaking Europa League final. So... nah, I'm sorry. Spice Bag, whatever freaking Spice Bag is, that's really not for me. I'm not a French fry guy. I don't like fried things. And I'm seeing it right now. And it's like fried chicken with French fries. Sorry, bro. I'm not about that. It's inspired by Chinese cuisine. I'm not about that. I haven't even eaten dinner, you guys. And that is not enticing to me. Oh, Clockwise Footy says, Leo, visit Pakistan, try the juicy meat stews, spicy curries, soothing soups, and succulent breads. Yo, Clockwise Footy, you know how to get me excited, but oh god. That is dangerous stuff. Okay, Daily Aura says, guys, I want all of you in the building to rank these two in tier of the best foods. So Mexican, French, British, American, South African, Indian, Asia, Jamaican, Pakistan, Italian. Daily Aura, I'll be real quick. American is going last. That's for sure. I've lived in America. America is last. And then you're asking me to rank all of this? Yo, I can't. Nah, that's too hard. That's too hard. All I'll say about Mexican too is I can't rank Mexican either because I haven't had the best Mexican food. I've tried the best in New York, but everyone who I met that was in food tells me that the best Mexican food isn't in New York. It's in California. It's in Texas. It's obviously in Mexico. And I got sick last time I was in Mexico. So I can't rank Mexican either because I haven't had the best Mexican. French... loyalty. British, British is down there with American. I'm putting America last and British second to last. Sorry to all you Brits, but you got to be honest about that. South African, I haven't had, so I can't say South African. Indian, I'm putting top. If I put emotion aside, because I told you with emotion, I have to put French first. Then Asian seems very uh, general. No? Italian's incredible. That's too hard. I want to see what you guys have done with the rankings. Clockwise Footy says, Leo, bro, you're making me hungry. I'm ordering chicken curry and garlic naan right now. Lol. Oh, God. My heart is beating so fast I nearly got hit by a car. What, Troy King? What happened? Are there any Pakistani restaurants in France? There are, but nothing's like London. So that's why, like, that's one of I told you, like, literally one of the things I get most excited about visiting the UK is, oh, guys, it's halftime. 1-0 for Real Madrid still. Halftime. Let me stop the. But yeah, literally, guys, one of the main things I'm excited about when I visit the UK, I only have Indian Pakistani food. Literally, when I visit the UK, that's it, because it's just what I love, and there's nothing like it, like in the UK. Outside of in Europe, there isn't. And look, Reflex Expert says, FYI, the most popular food in the UK is curry. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. I know, Aiden, that's why Real Madrid are the goats of this competition. Absolute goats. Yeah, Susan, Middle Eastern food is amazing too, but I can't put it above the Asian food I've had. Like Thai, Vietnamese, and Indian, and Chinese. I can't put it above that. Damn, Grizz, you're about to go to the dentist? Just like a regular checkup? Oh my god, Dilior is about to go for some Jamaican Indian curry. Don't even do that to me. God, that sounds incredible. I love jerk chicken as well. Love. CSLN says, Leo, have you seen the movie Bienvenue chez classic Nord-Pas-de-Calais movie? You might know as you live in Lille. I want to change the topic. I'm getting hungry. I don't know that movie. Thomas, do you know that movie? For me, Asian food is underrated. Definitely, it's underrated. Bro, visit India. You will absolutely love it here. I know. I want to visit India. Trust. But like I said, I need to take weeks, maybe a month to do that, and it's hard to find that time. You know what I mean? But it's my dream. Why are there so many Pakistanis? It's 1 a.m. I know, right? I'm surprised too. No! Soul Sniper, you're joking. Please tell me that's a joke. Because I'm going to be in Liverpool for the Liverpool versus Wolves game, but I'm not going to go to it because tickets are so hard to find. I'm still going to do a live stream with you guys, but I'm going to be in Liverpool for the Wolves game because I want to be able to capture content around what the emotion will be like around the Wolves game, it being Klopp's last game for Liverpool. But I'm not going to be going to the game. But that's why I'm happy, because I'm going to be able to do a watch along with all of you guys. Wait, hold on. Let me tell you what the movie is. It's this one. Let me send it in the chat. Oh, I need to watch it. Bienvenue chez les. Jeez. Okay, let me see. I gotta do my homework. Oh, I know the actor. Kad Merad, I know, but no, I haven't seen that movie. Have you seen it though? It's a classic apparently. I gotta have Iranian food. I gotta. Look at that pass from Tony Cruz. Cause you know my favorite director is from Iran. I gotta show you guys. If you guys have not seen any movies from Abbas Kiarostami, the best movies I've ever seen in my life was by this guy. I gotta give him a shout out. My favorite movies, my favorite, and I love documentaries. And this guy, Abbas Kiarostami, guys, trust me, his films live on forever, forever. Let me see if I can pull it up here. And he's from Iran, so he's maybe want to visit Iran because of because of the landscape that we see in his films. But I know now it's a tougher place to come visit now. But wow, what a legend! I haven't come up with a name yet, says Leo. What do you do besides football streaming? Probably food. No, I mean, a little bit actually. The hotel I was working in, that Tomac came to visit in Iceland, shout out to Local 101, now has like a restaurant area and they have a chef and everything. So at a moment, I was like preparing food for that and for Local 101. But yeah, I think it's just like freelance pieces here and there. But otherwise, I do pretty much do this full time. You know, this and the Liverpool Goals Instagram. Have you tried Moroccan food? I love Moroccan food. Oh my gosh. That I even discovered a place in Lille called Le Souk. I've been there. I went with two friends from Iceland and it's really good. And I've been lucky enough to go to Morocco quite a few times and the food is just incredible. I love tagine, couscous. Incredible. Yeah, Ibrahim, what's your comment? I'm going to the dentist because I snapped my tooth in half. No way. Local 101. Shout out to Local 101. Yes, Marzouk. Of course I remember you. What other sports do I play? Walking. Is that a sport? I think it should be. My favorite thing outside of playing football is walking. I like literally when I'm walking, I'm just like happy as self outside of playing football. So those two things. But I do love all sports, honestly. I've played basketball, I've played volleyball. I suck at it. I suck at tennis too, but I love all of them, you know? What about you? No way. Soul Sniper. No freaking way. Yo, Adam Gamers in the building. Nice to see you. Daksh, it depends. Some French people are rude. I think maybe in Paris you see some of that. But I don't think overall French people are rude. Definitely not. Especially here in Lille, people are so kind. So I don't think you can make that generalization. Soul Sniper, that's insane. I'm so hyped for you. Are you kidding? That's going to be an emotional day. People will be crying at Anfield. Crying at Anfield. That's the best surprise your mom could make. The best freaking surprise. Swift Young is in the building. Nice to see you. Let me put it at 45 minutes so I'm ready for the second half. Yeah, right here. Marzouk, I'm not really supporting either. I just want a great game. You know what I mean? Oh, you used to play volleyball? Asai? No way, clockwise footy. Ahmed, I'm in Lille now, in the north of France. Le souk is a fabulous. Have you tried rifsa? It's similar to nine bread, but Moroccan style. It's served with lentils and chicken or beef. Can you look it up, please? Let me see. Rifsa. Let me see. I might recognize it from looking it up. Yeah, I think I have. It's a Moroccan dish that's served during various traditional celebrations. It's served with chicken, lentils, fenugreek seeds, mesmen, meloui, and the spice raz. Yeah, looking at it, I think I've had this. Is it with eggs? Yeah, I've had this before. No, I love Moroccan food. Trust. I freaking love Moroccan food. Yo, LFC 10 is in the building. Nice to see you. Do I like F1? I don't watch F1, but I did really love the Netflix documentary on F1. I'm so happy for you, Soul Sniper. I'll see you soon. Odon says I'm supporting Bayern. Are you, Marzouk? No way. Are you? Thank you, Samuel. I went to a legend match in Malaysia. I know someone that was at that game too. Shout out to my boy Steven. And the Liverpool Legends won. He was telling me about it. In Malaysia. And I heard the best player was Berbatov. But for Liverpool, Luis Garcia also stood out. Who was so fit, right? Because I know he stays fit. Yo, your local Ronaldo was good. No, I don't watch rugby. I don't watch rugby. Liverpool fanboy, depends where you're going. Okay, guys, now that the poll has been running for over an hour and 1,600 of you have voted, 56% are going for Real Madrid over Bayern. Now I want to run a new poll because I think it's an interesting question. Whether you'd rather pick Musiala or Verts for your club. It's something I'm curious about because I think it's a tough choice. Who would you rather have at your club? Musiala? Oh, it's autocorrecting. Don't autocorrect, please. Or Verts. Florian Verts, who's killing it for Alonso this season. Kai Havertz, king of Germany. It's going to be interesting to see. It's going to be interesting to see at the Euros because I think Germany are going to surprise many. I really do think so. I think everyone underestimates them now, and that could help them for sure. Verts fits nicely for Man City. He would fit nicely for anyone. Trust. Wow, guys, look how tight it is. This is why I think this is the best poll to be running. 51% of you are going for Musiala over Verts. It's so tight. LFC 10 says, Leo, if you had to support a Spanish team, which one would you support? I think I would be leaning towards Athletic Bilbao because I went to one of their games and the atmosphere was unbelievable. And I got to see the Williams brothers and it was just like a crazy atmosphere. So I think that's kind of the team I had a special feeling for. But I don't watch the Spanish league at all. So I couldn't tell you in more detail than that. Just the fact that I've been to that stadium and really enjoyed the atmosphere, you know? Do I like chicken tikka masala? Of course, tikka masala, of course. That's the first time I've been asked about an OnlyFans. No, I don't, Gino. First time. All right, guys, the second half is about to kick off. Second half is about to kick off between Bayern and Real Madrid. Real Madrid are 1-0 up. Vinicius with the goal. Toni Kroos with the assist. We were talking about him before. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Bayern come out in the second half because they know they have to, surely they know they have to get a win at home in Munich. And I think they're going to come firing in the second half in terms of their energy. They have to show response. You know what I mean? They have played well, but that's the difficult thing about Real Madrid. They can hit you just like that. Have one chance and they bury it. That's what they're all about. You know? Your local Ronaldo says, who wins the Champions League and and Europa League? I think Real Madrid will win the Champions League and Leverkusen will win the Europa League. I know those are the probable options, but that's just what I think. Like, oh, Sammy, Morocco. You don't know how much I love Morocco. I don't watch cricket, no. So Rafael Guerrero is coming on at halftime. Very good player. Who do you think will win, Leo? Irfan, I think it's going to end in a draw. Let's see. Second half is about to kick off now. Let's see, let's see. Vinicius and Jude coming out. Real Madrid do have a lot of quality. And to think Kylian Mbappe could join all that, insane. CSLN, let me send you a link that can where you can become member. Let me know if it works. Let me know if this works. Who wins the Conference League? Probably Aston Villa, no? I think probably Aston Villa. Oh, second half is kicked off. Shoot. Here we go, guys. Let me know your predictions in the building. What you think is going to happen in the second half. Let me move this because, yeah, the second half is kicked off. Guys, let me know your predictions for the second half. Who do you think is going to go through? My personal prediction, not go through actually, because it's just the first leg. Who do you think is going to win tonight? I'm going for a draw. I think Bayern will find a way to kind of get back into the game, but ultimately, I think it's going to be too difficult for Bayern to get through this one. Thank you, Mangat. Tyrese is a Real Madrid fan? Ah, okay, CSLN. Okay, no worries. Goat 12, you're an absolute goat. It's in your username. You absolute goat. Thank you for the support. No, I haven't been to South Africa. Dane, have you? I haven't watched the Fountain film. Is it good? Oh, Delph. Now I'm starting to get hungry. I gotta be careful. I'm gonna pop open these tortilla chips soon. Wow, the atmosphere in Bayern right now looks special. Looks special, you guys. Guys, the atmosphere in Munich right now is something special. Holy crap. Macho, congratulations on Leicester getting promoted to the Premier League, by the way. I think it's so good to have them back in the league. AK the best. I was born on the day we signed Dominic Soboslai. That was not a good counter. That was not a good counter from Real Madrid. Leo, who's going to win the Ballon d'Or? I think it's all dependent on the Euros. I think if, for example, England win the Euros and Jude Bellingham is in insane form, I think Jude Bellingham could win it. If Kylian Mbappe completely dominates the Euros, he could win it. So I think it all depends on the Euros, literally, because we know how important the international competitions are for those. They're so crucial. Look at Jude. Malinga or Saifuddin? I don't know, but I'm going for Malinga. Polls at 50-50. That's what I mean. Guys, this is why I think it's such a good question to be asking. Who would you rather have at your club, Musiala or Verts? It's literally tied at 50-50 after 272 votes. That shows. That says it all. That freaking says it all. JP, you can become a member through this link right here. Ice cold, it was reported by some reliable sources. If you could sign any Bayern Munich or Real Madrid player for Liverpool, who would it be? Jude Bellingham in a heartbeat. Jude Bellingham. Swedish LFC supporter, I'm popping open the chips for you. Here we go, guys. Be ready for some ASMR. Is that what it's called? Oh, I wish you guys could smell it right now. They're chili themed. LC10 is asking, who would you want to sign this summer? Guys, if you could sign one realistic player, again, be realistic. Like, Liverpool's not going to sign Kylian Mbappe. Liverpool's not going to sign Jude Bellingham. If you guys could sign one realistic player for your club, because I know it's not only Liverpool fans in the building, who would it be? Let me know. And I'm going to try to think for Liverpool. Toni Kroos! Oh my god! What a save from Neuer! Guys, what a save from Neuer there. What a save that was. I thought Toni Kroos had made it 2-0. I'm trying to think of who I would sign. Yo, Sunday LFC, nice to see you in the building. Guys, let me know who you would sign. How do you rate Kai Havertz top class? Look at what he's doing in the business end of the season. When it matters for Arsenal, he's stepping up. That's what top players do. And I underestimated him. I really underestimated him. Jeremy Frimpong. Limer, we need a CDM. Oh, look at that shot from Toni Kroos. And then that save from Neuer. Look at Lamer there. Leroy Sané makes a run into the box. Leroy! Oh my lord! Guys, Leroy Sané. What a player. He was unbelievable all these years at Man City. And now it looks like he's stepping up for Bayern as well. Wow, on the biggest stage. Look at that. He just took that out on himself. And he just scored out of nowhere. Pretty much. He just decided to take that on himself. Fair play, Leroy Sané. I remember during his Man City days, I would always fear him when Liverpool would face him. And look at that. He picks it up all the way on the right-hand side. And he just takes it on all himself. And he puts so much power on that shot. Wow. That Real Madrid could do nothing about it. What a goal from Leroy Sané. He's cooking. Boy, is he cooking. Guys, I told you, I think it's going to be a draw. But let's see. This is definitely going to change the dynamics of the game. Leroy Sané, well done. Well done. If you could sign any Dutch player, who would it be? That's tough. I love Xavi Simons. But maybe Jeremy Frimpong too. Xavi Simons or Jeremy Frimpong, I think. One of the two. Yo! Tomislav LFC, absolute legend who's been a member for 1 month of the channel Legends. Shout out to you who says love the UCL. Yeah. And it's a lot less stressful when Liverpool's in it. We could just enjoy, sit back. Who would you guys sign though? If you could sign one Dutch player, I think I would say Xavi Simons or Jeremy Frimpong. Is Liverpool going to have a parade? No, Cristiano Ronaldo. I'm going to do a video on that tomorrow, but there were reports today that it wasn't a penalty. Oh, Thomas Müller. Musiala. Penalty. Guys, Bayern is going to turn this around. We're literally just 10 minutes into the second half and Bayern have a chance to make it 2-1. We were talking about Musiala before. He's stepping up on the biggest stage. Wow. McGinn, Villa boy. I love John McGinn. What a player. Harry Kane is going to take this. Of course he will. Guys, Harry Kane is going to take this. I'm not going to look at the chat. Harry Kane is going to take this. Musiala. Take a bow, son, Musiala. Take a bow. What a talent. I want to see if that affected the poll at all. No, that didn't affect the poll because 52% of you are saying Wirtz over Musiala. After 420... Deliora, I'm going to make a video about it tomorrow, but a reliable source in David Lynch said that there's going to be no more parade at the end of the season because we only won the Carabao Cup this season. Here we go. Harry Kane is stepping up. Is Harry Kane going to finish this? I back him to do it because he is so calm and composed on the penalty spot. I think he's going to score. Yup. Easy. Easy peasy. He just passed that. Bottom left-hand corner. Easy. Calm as you like. 2-1 for Bayern Munich. Just like that, guys. In 10 minutes, they've turned it around in the second half. Wow. I gotta be honest. I'm impressed. Really freaking impressed. Because we know it's hard to try to beat this Real Madrid side. Harry Kane. But take a bow Musiala because it was Musiala who won that penalty. Big player. Big player. 2-1. 2-1 for Bayern. Composure. Yeah. What's crazy, Kane, is that I had total confidence that Harry Kane would score. It was sure to me. Just going to set up, by the way, the rest of the game so well. Because now Real Madrid is going to go more attacking. It's going to be end-to-end. Of course, Roman Green. You think I'm just not going to become a Liverpool fan anymore once Klopp leaves? Are you kidding? Yeah, Bayern. Bro, Musiala is such a great player. Of course he's on fire. I know, Hobbsy edits. My prediction was 2-2. You remember. I don't know if you guys know this brand called Lima. Chili lentil chips. Am I excited? Liverpool's back in the Champions League. So freaking excited. We deserve to be in that competition. It's in our DNA, just like it's in Real Madrid's DNA. I think no matter who our manager is, in the Champions League, we can achieve anything. That's the Liverpool spirit. Uh, Villa Boy says, what Villa player would you sign outside of McGinn? Oli Watkins. I would love Oli Watkins at Liverpool. He's such an incredibly well-rounded player. Your local Ronaldo says, what do you think about Dortmund? I freaking love Dortmund. If I didn't support Liverpool, I think I would support Borussia Dortmund. Harry Kane! Harry Kane in the box! Is that a penalty? No. Guys, do you guys think Harry Kane came down too easily? In the box there. Let's have another look. Yeah, that was shoulder to shoulder. That's not a penalty. Too salty. Too freaking salty. It's not hitting like I thought it would. Luke, if you could sign anyone from the lower divisions for Liverpool, who would it be? A Coventry player. They've been unbelievable. Maybe Wright from Coventry. What do you guys think? Jordan, I love photography. I love playing football. I love walking, like walking in nature, listening to music, cooking, eating food, running, anything sports related, really, I absolutely love. But guys, let me know what your hobbies are outside of football. Outside of football. So not even playing football. JSM44, I don't think so tomorrow. I've never tried Ethiopian dishes, but there's actually a restaurant in Paris I've heard is really good that I want to try. That is Ethiopian, apparently. If you could sign any Man United player, who would it be? I think I would sign Rashford. Or, yeah, I think I would sign Rashford because I think we could get the best out of him at Liverpool. And I think he has incredible talent. Yo, Alinos is in the building. Nice to see you. Maz girl, nothing fancy to cook. It's just like whatever I find at the market. I'll just simply cook it with olive oil and like very, very simple, you know, nothing crazy. So like the other day I made, for example, rice with white asparagus and it just hit like crazy because it was really good asparagus from the market and I loved it. You know what I mean? But to some, it might seem like not that tasty because I don't add like a lot of spices and stuff. But it was really good to me. Joe Bellingham, that would be pretty good. Oh, Vinicius takes shot, but it's blocked off. Oh my god, that was close for Real Madrid. Vinny almost scored. Of course, we should give Darwin another season. Are you kidding? Under a new manager and everything? Of course we should. Barcelona would never sell Lamine Yamal. So, no chance. Honestly, I don't know much about Darmstadt, so I can't say. But please, if there's anything, if you want to tell me about your club, let me know. Because I'm always happy to learn. Guys, let me know in the building what your favorite hobbies outside of football are. Because I see that AK the best says my hobbies beside football is math and science. That's cool. Favorite music artist, I think Burning Spear. Reggae artist. I think that's my favorite. What about you? Me too. DF Fusion says my favorite player for Real Madrid is Bellingham. Me too. And my favorite player for Bayern is Kane. I think I have to go for the same. Or Musiala. Drawing and playing video games. Eating. Is that a hobby? Yeah, I guess you could say hobby. Cooking. Have you ever tried Indian food? Yes, I love Indian food. Swimming. That's very good for you. Swimming. Indian sport. Science 2, especially astronomy. Can't wait to move to the countryside and buy a sweet telescope. Oh, that's sick, bro. But even from Lille. Oh, Harry Kane. That was so close. Harry Kane, guys. Inches wide. But I even think from Lille we can see the stars. I saw them the other night from the park. Corner for Bayern. Who would you buy if you could get any player in the world? I'd have to go for Mbappe. Because I think he's just the best in the world. So I have to go for Kylian Mbappe. Yo, Giorgio's in the building. Nice to see you. How are you doing, bro? Drinking water at 3 a.m. Jackson, well done. Drinking water, no matter the time of day, is the right thing to be doing. I know. I know. In Iceland, that's one of my favorite things to look at the stars. To look at the sky. 100%. But honestly, I don't think I have enough of an appreciation. I know how special it can be. So you gotta show me because I don't think I have enough of an appreciation. Like, I don't know enough about stars or the sky. Ooh, that's a good question. Mr. Supercar Spotter says if you could bring any team outside of England into the Premier League, which club would it be? The only thing is, I can only imagine English clubs in the Premier League. But if you guys want to answer that question, you can. But I feel like it's only right having teams in England in the Premier League, you know what I mean? So it's hard to think. All the Northern Lights, I know. I saw them in January. Unbelievable. Susan, that was a lot more awkward in the first YouTube video, I could tell you. But that's what I love. I love looking back at older ones and seeing how much more comfortable I got over time. Look. Tortilla chips, chili. They're lentil chips. Ali Nus says, love dogs, animals in general, walking, nature, working, and make contracts. One of my hobbies is working where I am. Wait, what do you mean? Making contracts is a hobby, though? Isn't that work? Walking in nature, I agree. That's one for me, too. Totally agree with that. XRY, happy birthday to you. That's sick that you got Puma boots. What do they look like? Oh, I thought Musiala got close. Who scored? Harry Kane scored. And Leroy Sané scored for Bayern. And then Vinicius scored for Real Madrid. My favorite French food is just chicken from the market with the seasonal vegetables. Whatever the vegetables of the seasons are. That's my favorite. Van Dijk's not going to leave. That's awesome. Ali Nus, you try to enjoy like a hobby. That's amazing. Because I think what you're saying there, I think everything in life we can enjoy if we have the right mentality about it. Just like I've been trying to enjoy doing the dishes. I've been like really working on doing the dishes and enjoying it, and it's been like a really amazing practice because I'm like, if I can enjoy doing the dishes, then there's nothing I won't enjoy, you know what I mean? And I really have learned to enjoy that. Daily Ori, that's a good question. Who says, if you still get paid for it, is it still a hobby or is it now a job? I think it's a job if you're getting paid for it, but if you can think of it like a hobby in terms of enjoying it like it's just play, then I think your life is going to be freaking awesome. You know what I mean? So I think it's got to be like that. Oh! Man, Musiala should have... If he had played that in... Yes, Eliza, I'm really excited for the Champions League next season. For Liverpool to be in it. I'm really excited for Liverpool to be back. Ali Nus, I totally agree. Who says be happy with the small things. Don't expect only big things to happen to only get disappointed. That's what I do. I always put my expectations to be really low, and then I'm never really disappointed. I'm always really excited about life. And for me, it's worked. I know it might be different for people, but I love to go about it that way. Kane could win a trophy. I know, imagine Hopsy edits. It's possible. Imagine that happens. Well done. Alex, I'll always back us to go far in the Champions League. Always. Asai, I don't know yet. I really want to be able to do watch-alongs for the Euros, but I'll be traveling during that time. So I don't know if I'll be able to, but I really hope I can. Because I'm really going to want to stream it with you guys. Ali Nus says a candle can do what sun never can to light in the darkness. Small things can make you happy as well. I love that. If you could sign any Eredivisie player, who would it be? That's a good question. Guys, if you could sign any Eredivisie player, I think it would be Bakayoko. Doesn't Bakayoko play for PSV, the right winger? Let me see. Again, I haven't watched him that much, but I've heard amazing things. Johan Bakayoko, who's from Belgium. Yeah, he plays for PSV. I think I would sign Johan Bakayoko, the Belgian right winger, who's just 21 years old. He just turned 21 10 days ago. Born in 2003. Here we go. Corner for Real Madrid. Oh no, free kick. Dangerous position too. Yeah, I was sad after the final. But at the same time, I was really happy for all the Argentinians because I saw the scenes in the streets in Argentina and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to be happy for them. No way, guys. Look at this tweet from Daniel Sturridge. Guys, before the game even kicked off, look at what Daniel Sturridge... Guys, look what Daniel Sturridge tweeted even before the game today. Before kickoff, he said Sunday will be a big problem tonight. Goal for him and a penalty for Kane. Go on, Daniel. D-Studge. Yeah, I've been to Germany a few times. Last time I was there, I went to Cologne and Hamburg. Of course, I know who Gyökeres is. From Lisbon, Sporting Lisbon. Pff, what a player. The amount of goals he's scoring this season is insane. AK the best says bro predicted the whole match. Yes, you did. Fair play, Daniel Sturridge. No, it's not edited. You could see if it's edited. Aiden, it's not. You predicted it. No, Kai, I'm not going to the Euros. XR, I'm so excited about Jaden Dan's future. I really hope he gets more chances next season. Sandra. Dane, I don't think I'm going to be live on Sunday, but I'm going to try to bring you guys other types of content because I'm going to be in Liverpool around Anfield. So I hope I'll be able to bring you guys other lives, like in real life live, showing the scenes at Anfield. That's my goal for Sunday. Or Saturday. Who's the best player for Madrid and Bayern this match till now? That's hard. That's really hard. Who would you guys say has been Bayern's best player and Real Madrid's best player? That's hard. Hobbsy edits, I would love to, but like I said, I don't know what the connection is going to be like for the Euros. So I would love to go live for France's games because you guys know I'm going to be supporting France. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I'm going to try my best though. Don't you guys worry. Savage, thank you for the super chat, who says, I would sign Mats Wiefer for more reinforcement. I got to look him up. I got to be honest. Vinicius! Oh my god, that's close for Vinny. And Manuel Neuer has saved it. The Dutch footballer who plays for Feyenoord. 24 years old? Is he that good? Because I don't know him well at all. Dutch footballer who plays for Feyenoord. Center defensive mid. And he's 24 years old. Is he that good? Like, do you watch Feyenoord a lot? No, I'm not going to Germany this summer for the Euros. I know, Vinny is growing in this game right now. Muller is coming off, guys. Thomas Muller. Thank you, Ted Nealon. He's been great for them. For me at the moment, Portugal have all the greatest players to buy. All of them young and top players. Lots of defenders as well. Yeah, there's a lot of talent in Portugal right now. There really is. Liverpool frame? Where would you rank Daniel Sturridge and Liverpool players? He's been unbelievable, but he was too injury prone to be in the top tier list of Liverpool attackers. But boy, when he was fit, he was a very, very special player. Jojo, thank you for the super chat, who says Sané and Cruz have been the best in my opinion. Honestly, it's hard for me to say because I haven't been concentrating the entire game. And now we got 10 minutes left to go. Hey, haven't shut a clue. Nice to see you in the building. Penalty! Penalty for Real Madrid! Rodrigo has won a penalty for Real Madrid. Oh my god, guys, let's have another look at that. Let's have another look at that. Harry Kane is not happy. Let's have a look. Rodrigo? Yeah, that's a clear penalty. Oh my god. Clear penalty for Real Madrid. Look at the way he just puts out his leg there. Nah. That is not smart to be doing that in the box. No, Deliora, I saw pictures and I heard about the stats of the Argentinians in the streets after they won the World Cup. And I was like, you know what? I'm just freaking happy for them. And I was at a bar where it was half French people and half Argentinian people. And I saw the Argentinians crying. And I was like, whoa, this means a lot to that freaking country. I am happy for them. That's all I could think, literally. Will says England to win the Euros. Now France is winning it. France is way more talented than English. Let's go. We got a certain player called Kylian Mbappe. Have you heard of him, Will? He's the best player in the world. Okay? You got to respect that. I think Jude Bellingham's very good, but he's no Kylian Mbappe. All right, let's have a look, guys. Vinicius is going to take it. Could he score 2 goals here and equalize for Bayern? This is a crucial... Sorry, for Real Madrid. This is a crucial moment. Look at that. You hear all the whistling. Is he going to be able to withstand the pressure? Vinicius up against Manuel Neuer. Will he score? Yes, he does. That was pretty much down the middle, but he does his job. He does his job and he equalizes for Real Madrid. That's 2-2. 2 goals for Vinny tonight. He always steps up on the big stage. And wow, is this going to make... Guys, remember? You asked me for my prediction. I said this game would end 2-2. Guys, clip me up. Do you remember when I said this game would end 2-2? There's a good chance it does now. If you want to hear about predictions, you only got one person to ask. Terminator Ali says Germany will win. France. Yo, Dylan LFC Goats, nice to see you. 2-2. Yeah, I don't know why he would do that in the box, Aiden. That's a big mistake. Yeah, I think Real Madrid will win it. Oh, look. Will says, I know Mbappe, but he's got nothing on the boy Ivan Toney. I do really rate Ivan Toney. I think I got asked this on the stream yesterday, and I thought it was a good question. Would you rather take Eze, who's an unreal talent from Crystal Palace, or Ivan Toney? And I said Ivan Toney. I would love him at Liverpool just because he has that bit of housery about him, and he also is just like a clinical finisher, and he can do it at that Premier League level, you know. So I would love him at Liverpool, but don't compare him to my boy Kylian Kiki. Oh yeah, Dylan FC Goats. But I'm gonna be proud if I get this prediction right. I'm gonna be proud because most games don't end up 2-2. So I will take credit for it because I suck at predictions usually. So I would take it. Oh my god, Gnabry. Is he going to shoot? Oh, that's way over. Way over. Most underrated player of all time, that's too hard. There's been too many players in the history. If you tell me the most underrated player from the Klopp era, I'd have to go for Sadio Mane or Gini Wijnaldum. One of the two. One of the two. I do love Eze from Crystal Palace. Yeah, he's incredible. Stop. Clockwise footy. Don't even talk about Curry right now. Yeah, no, I would love Ivan Toney. But the thing is, I think Arne Slot will try to get the best out of Darwin Núñez, so I'm not so sure we're going to sign a striker this summer. Because we have other positions. We're going to have to sign a holding midfielder, I think, and a center back. So I think that's not going to be our priority, signing a striker. 2-2, what a game. Rodrigo still has to be happy because he won that crucial penalty. Who wins tomorrow, PSG or Dortmund? It's going to be a tight one. I think it's going to end as a draw. It's going to be hard. Yeah, Wijnaldum. Di Maria is under... Di Maria was some player throughout his career. Oh my lord. Oh, Alphonso Davies is coming on this late in the game? Damn. Damn. Joao Neves. Of course I know Joao Neves. He's unbelievable. Every big team wants to sign him. Who do you guys... Guys, if you think there's one team that's more likely to score the winner, who do you think it's going to be? Because Bayern is more dominant on the ball, but at the same time, Real Madrid could score out of nowhere. Yo, the Mighty Reds, what's good? Oh, Brahim Diaz was quick there. Did he just earn them a corner? No, it's a goal kick. It's a goal kick. Do you play FC? No, I don't play FIFA anymore. But do you guys watch? I'm curious. Do you guys watch Gurf and Turf? Because I feel like some of these content creators have been able to make EAFC like real relevant again through the content they're making, which I gotta respect. Bayern, Real Madrid says, come on, Madrid. Real for sure, Real Madrid. Leo, That's too hard, Dylan. LFC goats. Don't tell me start bench sell Liverpool players. I can't do that. Bayern, you think, Giorgio? Oh, I want to check up on the poll, by the way. On who would you rather have at your club, Musiala or Verts? 1,000 of you, over 1,000 of you have voted so far. So I'm curious to see. 52%, it's still Verts. Florian Verts from Leverkusen is winning the poll. 52%. What's the DNA at Real Madrid? How they keep performing? History. It's just, you should, Deliora, you should know that supporting Liverpool. I really think it's also in Liverpool's DNA. There's something about Anfield on a European night in the Champions League where it feels like we can beat any team. And that was even during the times when we weren't at our best. You know, when we won in Istanbul in 2005, we weren't the best team in the Champions League at all. But we have something in that competition where we believe we can beat any team, especially at Anfield, especially when the second leg is at Anfield. And I think that's just belief your fans have. That's belief that the energy in the building has. That's history. All of these things you feel as players, you know, and that's why stats can't tell the whole game. They can't, you know. And Real Madrid, because of the amount of times they've won the Champions League, they will believe that they can win it every season. And because they signed big players too, like Vinicius, who always deliver on the big stage. That's why he's one of the best players in the world. And I'm just freaking scared of Real Madrid next season because imagine they freaking have a front three of Vinicius at left wing, Kylian Mbappe down the middle, and then Rodrigo at right wing. Although I do think Mbappe's best position is at left wing, I think they'll just have to figure it out because they have too much talent. That would be insane if we see that next season. You talk about future and talent. Thank you, Ferdos, for your kind message. You said Sane Prime or Lucho? I think we have to go for Leroy Sane Prime. Because Lucho, as I think he's incredible. I freaking love Lucho. But as a winger, especially in our system, you have to also be scoring a lot of goals. And he doesn't have that in his game just yet. But I definitely rate Lucho so highly and I love him. But he has to be more clinical. You have to be. Yeah, Alino says Vinny is still very young and he's so mature. Nah, you can't not love him either. I don't think anyone who has hate towards Vinny, I couldn't understand. Here we go, guys. 2 minutes left of additional time right now. It looks like my prediction of 2-2 is going to be correct. Let's go. It looks like I was correct. Two minutes left. Your prediction was 3-2 for Bayern. It's still possible. Let's see. Who's hosting the Euros? Germany. It's still possible. We got 1 minute and 30 seconds. Imagine. The UCL delivers again. Tomislav. That's why it's the best competition. FIFA 18 or something? Yeah, Telecomic. That's definitely possible. Oh my lord, Kane came close there. Did you see that? That was close. That was really close, you guys. Thomas Tuchel is not happy right now. Two giants going head to head, but Real Madrid have the upper hand as they have the home advantage next. Yeah, I don't see how Real Madrid don't go through now. I don't see how they don't go through. I said it before. I think it's going to be a Real Madrid PSG final, and then anything's possible in a final. So we'll have to see. Anything is possible. And we see how in the Champions League on the biggest stage, that's when having those world class players makes the difference. And that's why for PSG I back them because of Kylian Mbappe. For us, all those years where we got to Champions League finals under Klopp, we had Mbappe, sorry, not Mbappe, we had Mane, Salah, Bobby Firmino. I mean, those are unbelievable difference makers. All right, guys, that is full time. My prediction of 2-2 was indeed correct in the end. That was some game. It really felt like it could go either way the entire time, and that's what you love about the Champions League, the way in which it's so unpredictable, you know? And I think none of us, I mean, to be fair, I did predict the score, but what I mean is it it's such a fine balance between the two teams that we can't really know who's going to go through the Champions League final, but that's what you love about it. It's going to be really interesting to see these second legs, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to it, even though Liverpool's not in the Champions League. Like you guys saw this weekend, because of the Spurs result against Arsenal, we've officially qualified for the Champions League pretty much. So next season we will be back in this competition, which is what you like to see because we belong. We belong in it. You guys know we belong to be in this competition, and boy, do we have history in it. Boy, do we have history. No, guys. Guys, look at this other prediction that Daniel Sturridge made. There's no freaking way. What the? Guys, look at this other prediction he made. Daniel Sturridge has to be oh my lord. He sent this at 9:06 p.m., which means that it was 6 minutes into this game. 6 minutes into this game. Look what tweet Daniel Sturridge put out, you guys. Look, Daniel Sturridge said this 6 minutes into the game. I'm leaning towards 2-2, could be 3-2. Bayern, if their bench go off, goals galore. And we got 4 goals tonight, you guys. 4 goals. Alinas, enjoy your evening as well. And I hope you get to have that walk in nature because you know that's the best. We talked about that. But yeah, you guys, that is going to be it. I really don't know. I don't think there's going to be a stream tomorrow night. But like I said, I think Kylian Mbappe will make the difference. But you guys, thank you all for joining the live as well. As usual, I'm now going to have some dinner because I haven't eaten yet, even though it's quite late here. But big up to all of you. Yeah, Daniel Sturridge is an absolute wizard for joining the building. And I'll see you guys very soon. I hope you all have a wonderful night. Sweet dreams. And man, we got to celebrate football because it just feels like you can never predict what's going to happen. And that's what you love to see. So big up, everyone. And you'll never walk alone, guys. Yeah, for the second leg for sure. Big up, everybody. Have a beautiful rest.